Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday. Yes, folks, it is almost TGIF. First and foremost, I do hope each and every one of you, yes, each and every one of you, even the ones that are not happy to see me, I still hope you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, because life really is too short as is. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing each and every one of you every Monday through Friday, permitting my schedule, and then, of course, major holidays. I am not here. And then also do me a really huge favor and check out the information in the description box for more information on your daily film, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, MPAA rating, if there is one that exists, which, let's just face the facts, folks, most of the time there isn't going to be one with the stuff that I blabber on about. But I usually try to put that on there, and then either some trivia, if I find anything worthwhile of mentioning, and then I also put a link for a trailer or a scene from the movie itself in there, so you get a little bit more of a taste to be able to decide if you want to check it out or not. So definitely do me a huge favor and check out that information in there. And then if you have any troubles trying to track down a copy, you can always message me. I will do my best to help you find one. I'm not always I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I do try my best to help you guys find what it is that you're looking for, because I know what it's like to hunt, and sometimes you need a little bit of help. Especially with some of these other titles, stuff that people don't really talk about as much, and this is one of those. And this one came back out in 2008. It is 13 years old already, and it is none other than Deadgirl. Yes, this was directed by both Marcel, Sarmiento, and Gadi, Harel, and this was also written, got a screenplay, story, whatever. All of it was based off of a story that Trent Haga did, which everybody should know Trent Haga from his work in Trauma, and then everything else that he's done. The guy is a man. The man, he has done a lot of amazing films throughout his career, and I am always on the lookout for more stuff that he's worked on, because I like to see what he's done for his latest film or whatnot, because the guy is multi-talented. He's a writer, actor, director, producer. The guy does it all. The guy is no slouch when it comes to filmmaking itself. So Trent Haga is attached to this, so keep that in mind. And now this is this release here comes from E1 Entertainment. It is as you can see, it's got both the English and the French title along with it, because it is, I believe this is a French-Canadian film. I could be very wrong. The directors are both French for sure. It is an interesting release here from them. This is the unrated director's cut, just to let you know. There is copies out there that are cut even more, and this one is running at an hour and 41 minutes. So if there's one any longer than this, I would like to know, because I'm curious to see what all they've cut out of it. I got a really rough idea on what was cut just by watching this one, because there's a lot of scenes that are like shots that are very, very quick, just quick glimpse, like a half of a frame that you get to see something, and you got to use it to that half of a frame to fill in the blanks as fast as you can, because this movie does keep a steady pace when the action is going. You got to really pay attention, because things get a little hairy, really hairy really fast. And now, as far as anything goes with this release here, like I said, it's from E1 Entertainment. It is a standard issue pressed DVD, just to let you know. There is a Blu-ray on this one as well. I believe it's got both a Region 1 Blu-ray and then a Region Free Blu-ray. I don't know about the Region Free one, but the Region 1 is unrated director's cut, or at least it has a unrated director's cut release of the Blu-ray for that one, just so you guys know, so you can, if you want to check it out on Blu-ray or not. Honestly, it didn't really matter to me. I could have watched this on Blue, I could have watched it on DVD, I could have watched it on VHS, and it wouldn't have changed the story or made it feel any different, because it has a very, very nice feel to this. It's very, very smooth is the way I would describe this one. It's very smooth. It's got smooth edges. It rolls through very quick, very fluid. That hour and 41 minutes that you're spent watching this does not feel like an hour and 41 minutes. It feels more like an hour, because it goes so well. The acting is pretty good for the most part. We got Shiloh Fernandez playing Rickie, and we got Noah Segan playing, what is his name, AJ or JT? JT. They're both like these high school like misfit kids that are normally not. They're not your choice students. Like, let's just say that they do what they can to get by. Rickie doesn't skip school really at all. He's always there, but JT has a real chip on his shoulder. JT gets Rickie to ditch school, and they go to this local abandoned hospital or mental asylum. It's a hospital, I believe, but they go there, and they're doing what most teenage guys would do, or teenage kids would do. They're drinking, smoking, swearing, breaking shit, having a good time. Just letting loose and blowing off some steam. Destroying stuff is not necessarily the best way to do it, but I don't see any harm in destroying something like that, because they left it in shambles as is. It's a building that will never ever get reused again. So why does it matter? Yes. Now, as far as any kind of special features would go on this release here, you do have. Oh wait, no, let's not. I don't want to get into the special features, because there's really not anything. There's a making of there. But either way, back to where I was going with them going to this hospital. They break in. They're searching around, breaking shit. At one point, they come across a feral dog in there, and it chases them off up into this other direction, where they find this hallway that has a rusted shut door at the end of it, and stuff barricading it in. JT, who is the one who's more willing to do all of this debauchery and digging around and do all these things that they're doing. He's the one that's more willing to do it. Freddy is a little, or is it Freddy? Rickie is a little timid about things, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But they finally eventually open up this door, and when they get inside there, they find a girl, a dead girl. She's, well, at least we don't know if she's dead or alive at this point. It's pretty much a given that she's dead. She's been trapped in this room for God knows how long, and she's got plastic all over her. She's chained down. JT gets the smart idea of having sex with her because he thinks she's an attractive girl. In all actuality, she's a corpse. I don't understand where or what kind of dudes these are. Rickie doesn't go in and want to have sex with this corpse. JT, and then what is the dorky friend? It started with the Wheeler, who is this goofball like burnout. They're all three of them are like burnout look. They have that burnout look, but Wheeler really has it. But they come up. They kind of have a pact that they won't tell on each other. Eventually, things start to come out. Wheeler and Freddy get the shit beat out of them at one point, and they give up. Wheeler gives up the secret that they have their own girl that they can go in, their own little fuck toy, as they called her. They can go and do whatever they want with her. They don't want anything to do with this bully's girlfriend, which Rickie is absolutely obsessed over this bully's girlfriend, because they dated when they were like 12 or some shit like that, and he's 17, so like 4 or 5 years beforehand. A lot of baggage to hold on to for that long, in my opinion. But when you're a kid, you think love is one of those things you're only going to have it once in your life, and those experiences you'll never ever have again. But in all actuality, that's not true. You know, we feel like it's everything. It's the end of the world when we're at that age, and he kind of carries on this, like I said, this baggage from that old relationship. Like all he'll do is like stare at her a couple times where she's like, "What? Why are you staring at me? Quit staring at me!" Stuff like that. So the kid Rickie has a little bit of a creep vibe going on. Not to really knock him as a person, but he really shows his character by the end of the movie. The final seconds of the film is just like, what in the hell just happened? But either way, they eventually let other people on. These two bullies, they're jocks. They come there. One of them gets the bright idea to have sex with her, and while the other one is face raping her, if you know what I mean. He's jamming object in her mouth cavity, and so she eventually bites his wang, and that's one of the moments where you're like, where the camera work goes so quick. It's just like that, and you just barely see her bite the penis. It happens so quick you don't even realize, like oh, hey, let's rewind that back just a second. Did I see what I think I just saw? Oh yeah, I just saw a girl just gnash at somebody's penis with their teeth, which in turn the next day that bully is very, very sick. He has this very like nasty like shit scene in at the school the next day, which is it's kind of funny. I find humor in a lot of bad shit, and that was a spot where I found humor just because his reactions to everything, the look on his face, all of that was just absolutely hilarious to me. We fast forward a little later on, and the dead girl that they've been having sex with she's been beaten up over time. She's been shot 3 times. She's been killed multiple times over, and she's starting to really look she's really starting to show wear and tear, and she's starting to rot and this and that, and in turn, they figure out that, oh, hey, if she bites somebody, they become the next dead person. So they go out, and they're both Wheeler and JT are looking for a new victim to bring in as the dead girl. They get their asses whooped by this girl at a gas station, and it's absolutely on point. It's hilarious. But either way, somehow the bully's girlfriend happens to be there. Afterwards, she comes up, "What did you do to my boyfriend?" And she, and next thing you know, Rickie is going to go and let the girl go, or go kill her, essentially, because he grabs a machete out of his mom's boyfriend's truck. Because the mom's boyfriend he's an interesting character. He's got nothing but advice for little Rickie, and he's a punk and doesn't want to take it. But either way, he steals this machete. He's going to go and, I'm guessing, decapitate our dead girl. either way, he gets down there and he finds out that this other girl is down there as well. I forget exactly what her name, the bully's girlfriend. I want to say Joanne or some shit. No, Joanne was what they were going to call the corpse. Never mind. But the bully's girlfriend is down there. There's a whole tussle. Wheeler gets his hand chopped off, gets killed. Everything, all these people get killed in the process. In turn, the very end, you find out that the bully's girlfriend has been bit. It cuts to Freddy having Rickie, not Freddy. Rickie having it's him like sitting in a classroom environment, and he's got kind of a smirky smile going on, and like he's just really living life, and he's happy. He's moved forward, and in all actuality, he has the girl down there chained up still, and he's doing whatever he wants with her now. It's kind of a bittersweet ending, but I thought it was a little abrupt, a little rushed, but I really like it. I definitely recommend this movie. From point A to point B, it works. It doesn't feel jumbled or anything. It does get a little slow in places. I will let you know that. It does have some slow spots. There's not a lot of action in it. Don't get into this thinking you're going to get a gore fest, because it really isn't. Tomorrow's movie is more of a gore fest than today's. And a lot of penis in tomorrow's movie. Oh, there's a lot of it, but either way it works. But either way, now, as far as any kind of ratings would go on this thing, on a technical side, I'm going to give this thing a 3 out of 5. It's usually where I give a lot of films technically. They're middle of the road. They can be better. They can be much worse. This one isn't above average as far as anything technically. Like, the acting isn't above average. The storyline is the story is what is above average. It is an interesting new take on a zombie tale, because let's just face it, folks, I would say she's a zombie, because she's dead. She can't die. She bites you, you turn into one. It's typical zombie mythos right there, folks. So I would say this is a zombie movie. So that it's a new take on that. As far as editing goes, it gets a little choppy in places where it hiccups a little, it stutters, but it doesn't stutter it too much to where it's like, okay, let's just get on with this. Most importantly, the two scenes with the mother's boyfriend giving advice, I understand why they're there. The guy that delivered it was just absolutely deadpan and lame, and just really didn't work. He was the one thing that really stood out. Him and Wheeler really stood out most as far as how bad their acting was or is in this movie, or at least their characters are. Their characters are blah. Just blah characters. Now, as far as any kind of entertainment goes, I'm going to give this thing another 3 out of 5. This is like I would say just a pinch above average kind of movie. It's a 6 out of 10 kind of movie, in my opinion. Could be a lot better, could be a lot worse. It is above average from what normal zombie, because I'm going to call it a zombie movie, what normal zombie movies are, especially rom-zoms, zombies with romance in it. Because we know Rickie has the hots for the one girl, and he eventually ends up with her in the end. Alright, guys, love your faces. Get the hell out of here. Got things to do. See you tomorrow. Got a great one lined up. It's from Trauma Team Entertainment, so definitely a Trauma Team releasing, so look out for a very cool one, fun one tomorrow.